Well, hello, my Scorpio risings. I made part of this room purple just for you. If you go look at the other rising sign videos, they have different colors. I purposely hit the purple button for you. So, welcome to your February 2023 quick report for the month. I'm going to mention 4 to 5 interesting things that are going to happen this month that affect you in your chart, my Scorpio risings. If you happen to be here and you're a Scorpio and you're like, oh, I have a different rising, go to that rising sign video. If you don't know your rising sign, you can always hit me up down below and I'll send you a free chart. Now, my Scorpio risings, have you been through it the last year and a half? I've been saying this. If this is your first time here, you know that I have a little connection with you all. You just go watch my past videos, okay? But if you've never been here before, I have a little connection with you, my Scorpio risings. I feel your story and I know it. And the beginning of the month, on February 5th, we have a huge full moon that happens in Leo. And it happens in the area of your chart and life that deals with your career, what's on your metaphorical business card, your vocation, and how the world, in a sense, see you, how you show yourself at the top of the world. And this is a big one for you. And I actually think this has to do with a surprise or two. Now, Leo in general, and in the full moon, has to do with showing oneself creatively expressing one's core light, basically. Leo's ruled by the sun, the core part of the solar system, and that's where the will comes from. That's where creative expression comes out of. So this is happening in the career part of your chart and how you show yourself that way. But there's a little bit of a surprise here because in this Leo full moon, another planet is involved, and it's Uranus and Taurus. And you probably, if you know your little bit of astrology, know Uranus has been affecting your life and your relationship house in your life since 2018, but especially since the eclipses have started in the last year and a half. Uranus, the planet of shaking things up, bringing alternative ways of being, an unpredictable electrical vibe, clashes with this Leo full moon in the career part of your chart. So there's a surprise or two and tension building here. And these elements, they're happening in fixed signs. It's happening in your Scorpio rising for the Taurus vibe for Leo and Aquariuses. So this particular full moon is a most memorable one. And it's happening at 16 degrees. And it's connected to a longer term story I've been telling you about. And it's going to be connected to a major eclipse too that's going to happen in May. That's totally connected to all this. Don't mess around on this full moon. Be clear about your career path, clear about your expression of how you want to show yourself on that stage. Be clear about your vocational goals, how you're going to present yourself. Let's say you're a solo, independent, self-employed person. You're going to put yourself on the line here, something you've been building on for the last couple months. It's on right now. Just watch how you wield that. Be super professional about it. And also, don't forget, in the end, show yourself, because sometimes my Scorpio risings, you're hiding out. But here is a moment to show yourself. Just be prepared for the unpredictableness of all this. There's something that comes out of the blue here. Hopefully, you harness that and balance everything out. Huge full moon. When we get to the 11th of February, we have the planet that deals with ideas, thoughts, and opinions and how one communicates. It enters the sign of Aquarius on February 11th. And yes, it does. And it actually happens in the area of your chart that's been another focal point for the last 2 years, which has to do with your home and family, the past, lineages, and ancestry. Home is the bottom of your chart. Saturn's been there since 2020, and it's finally about to leave there on March 7th. But here we have Mercury coming in for so many weeks to continue the story here of how you alternatively look and think about things in the area of your world that deals with home and family in the past. And there's a different way and an inventive way and different ideas, an out-of-the-box way of communicating with the subject matter here, or with people in the home possibly, but a different way of looking at things. You've already had a lot of work done here since 2020 here. So this is kind of a final hurrah here, a final way of implementing the wisdom if you've acquired the last 2 years at the bottom of your chart, the Aquarius part of your chart, and how you do it. It's, you know what? It's totally connected to the full moon that I mentioned in the beginning of this video too. Okay, so be on point, communicate distinctly, but have some fun with the inventiveness of this, okay? When we get into the 18th, the sun leaves the Aquarius birthdays and goes into the Pisces birthdays on the 18th. And then within 24 hours, we have a new moon that happens in Pisces. Okay, so this happens. This is a month for you, by the way. This happens in the part of your chart that's called the 5th house. This is where romance is. This is where or where you creatively express yourself. This is where we engage through the pleasures of life. Sex is involved in here. Also, children, a byproduct of sex, by the way, sometimes. But how we engage with pleasures in life and how we creatively express our core light. And you've already had Venus and Pisces be here in this place since the end of January, pretty much to this new moon in Pisces. And there's something new that comes across in this area of your life. It's a biggie. Within 45 minutes, mathematically, after the new moon in Pisces happens, Venus leaves your 5th house of pleasures and creative expression, and then it goes into the sign of Aries to the 6th house, which deals with your daily regimented way of living and your to-do lists and how you get through the day and how you work and serve. So Venus is going to enter in that area and want to show itself there through the strong-willed, Mars-ruled, which you are, Scorpio rising, Mars-ruled Aries. So this is a big one for you. And currently, Mars is in the sign of Gemini right now, and it's been there since last August, and it's not going to leave till the end of March. You know this. You've probably been feeling Mars in the area of your chart that deals with shared resources, trying to bring in other resources that are that bring you entangled with others. It also deals with inheritances and some fears and all that type of stuff. But Venus entering Aries into the area of you doing the daily regimen and stuff, you can change your regimen here, and I think you've been waiting for this. That's my little recap for the month for you, a big one. Listen, between you and I, Scorpio risings, I haven't done this on the other videos. If you're a Scorpio rising, I know the story. If you're down and you want a reading in a session, you hit me up. You let me know what's going on, okay? Because I know there's something going on. But enjoy those pleasurable moments here in February. You deserve them. Just remember, don't go for the jugular. Go easy. Watch the obsession, okay? It's okay to have good things in life, but learn your lessons from the last year and live that balanced way, okay? If you like what you heard, hit the subscribe button, okay? And until next time, I'll see you on the next video.